Hey guys, JC Smith. Today we're gonna head out on a road trip. We're gonna go look at a truck. We're gonna go look at a possible candidate for the rollback bed I got there. I got this rollback bed. It's a 21 foot. It's a Kylar. It's a heavy duty bed. It has a capacity of 15,000 pounds. You know, what you can actually put on the rollback bed. It's a good heavy bed. The cross members are like 12 inches on center or something like that. It's a really well built all steel bed. And I've been looking for a truck to put it on because it's currently on a C6500, which is a 26,000 pound truck on the GVW, and it's too light. You know, you could never use that truck to its full capacity because the truck with the bed on it probably weighs in. It's somewhere around 15,000 pounds, maybe a little bit heavier than that. It might be like 16,000 or something. So you have this nice heavy capacity bed that you can't load it to what it's built for and designed for. And so anyway, so I found this truck. It's got right miles on it. It's got air brakes. It's got a good motor. The frame is plenty long enough for what I want to do, but the cab to axle may not be quite right. I think it's 102 cab to axle, and I think what I need is 120 if I remember right. 120 would be just past the 60% mark on a 21 footer, I believe. 21 foot, let me think, 10. No, that'd be right in the middle. So I might have to go just a little bit longer than that, but it doesn't matter. There's 15 feet of frame there total. So it might work out, but hopefully it's what I think it is. It's an air brake truck. It's got a Spicer 6+1, which would be okay. So we'll see. And we're going to go take a look at it and see if it's what I want. We'll drive it, see if it's a good truck. If it is, I'll bring you back when I got it at home. Alright guys, so there it is. It's a 2003 International 4300 DT 466 Spicer 6+1 crew cab. And just replaced the tanks on it, both of them. It's got really good tires on it. Probably, I'd say close to 90% tread on the front. Those fuel tanks on both sides were just replaced. It's got this service body here. This is a big tank. Big cabinet for tanks and hoses. Remember, not long ago oh, check that out. They even set me up with some extra lights. Looks like they've been replacing with LEDs is what it looks like. Anyhow, if you remember, not long ago, I bought a 4700 International, which a buddy of mine's using that, so might need that for a while. It's got all good cabinets in it. Not all rusted out, they're in good shape, and it's got this National crane on the back. This is an N50. It's good for 8,300 pounds. It is quite a crane. Very impressive crane. Knuckle boom, so you know this part comes out. In fact, I'll just show you. I'll just give you a little demonstration of it. Hold on.
So, and there you have it. Steps up to the back. Another big cabinet there. Rear tires both sides. All 4 matching version, good for 1 year. Real deep, probably 90% tread too. Leaf spring suspension. Has a pretty serious hydraulic system, as you can imagine. It has an actual hydraulic cooler right there. This is a hydraulic tank. This is like an old 4700 or something. It's kind of a neat idea, I guess. But yeah, you can see this one's just been replaced too. And let's see, replaced in 2013. Another really nice tire there. But yeah, overall pretty nice truck. It runs great, drives good, low miles. Got 113 on it, and it's a DT 466, like I already said. Long frame prep package. I was thinking I was going to cut these off, but I'm actually thinking about kind of leaving it a little bit longer. I have a push bumper I can put on this, and I could put a winch up on this part, so I may do that. But she's a crew cab. There you go, 113,000 miles on her, and it's got. So you can see all the. Put my hand up here; it might help. Make this a little darker. You can see. There you go. PTO strobe light, front light bar, rear light bar, step light. There's a light on the lift arm of the crane. And then down here you have light for every cabinet. WW is wigwag. That's in the headlights. So you turn the headlights on, you turn this on, and it's like a cop car. The 2 headlights will go on, off, on, off, on, off, side to side. And that's the rear floodlight that's in the back. And air condition, cruise control. It's got a Spicer 6+1. I looked the model. It is an overdrive. Got a trailer brake controller. All kinds of good stuff. Driver and passenger. Air ride seats. The crane was inspected in January of 2017, so it's certified and current. So pretty happy with this truck. I don't want the crane. I don't want the service body, so we'll take that stuff off. But nonetheless, now if I can maybe get you a better picture here. Alright, so the intentions here. This truck in the back of cab, center of the axle is 102 right in here, which is 8'6". Now there's enough room to move that thing back 3 feet, which make it 11 foot something. I think 3 feet I measured. I have 15 feet of frame behind the cab, so I think, just take my handy dandy little tape measure here. I think I can move this axle back over 3 feet. Alright, so I would have 12 foot 6. Okay, so let me explain what that means to me. If I move that axle back to 12'6", down at the shop, you know, I've done all these videos working on trucks, and right next to where I work on these trucks outside is a rollback with a 21-foot bed. Well, in order to get the 21-foot bed on there, I want 60% of the bed from the center of the axle forward, 40% rear, at least. And I don't recall what the specs were from the manufacturer. What Kylar says it needs to be cab to axle for that, but there should be enough room. I should have enough frame to put that right where I need it. Of course, I have to have a drive shaft built again, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Who knows? I might even have an international section I can just add in, but we'll see. So the plan, the idea, that's a better way to put it, is to leave that crane on until I sell it. I'm going to sell that thing off. I don't want it. I looked online. I had to give as you can imagine, I had to pay a decent price for this truck because that crane was on it. So in order for me to be where I want to be in this truck, I got to sell that crane, sell that utility body, and get what they're worth out of them. And that crane I saw average is 6,000 to 8,000 used. And I have the wireless, the corded remote for it. It has controls left side, right side, plus, I don't know if you can see that right in there, there's a place to plug in a corded remote, which looks like it's never been used. I mean, I would assume it hasn't. Yeah, look at that cord, that's never been dirty, never been greasy. Look how clean that is. So it's probably just been hanging out in the shop and never used it. So anyways, that's what I want to do. I want to sell the crane off it, and once the crane and the utility bed are sold, then I want to put that rollback bed on this truck. And I want it on this truck because this truck is a 33,000 GVW, and the rollback bed I have is 21 foot long with a 15,000 pound capacity. That's a better chassis. The chassis it's on right now is only good for 26,000. So you could never use the bed to its capacity because that truck probably weighs mid 15,000. The rollback I'm talking about. The bed with the truck that's already on it probably already weighs 15,000 by itself. So you could never ever use that truck or that bed to its abilities. This would be more suitable. This truck's probably going to weigh a little bit more when it's all, you know, set up because it's a crew cab. But even so, that's not horrible. I can live with that. And it'll be nice to have a crew cab, have some room. Tentatively, the plans would be change the two front seats, put some nice gray leathers in there, change out the rear seat, which is a full bench, 3-man bench, and get a folding sofa, gray, out of a conversion van. An electric folding bed, kind of like my 4500s have. Put that back there so it folds down. And I'll probably tint the windows out real dark in the back, and you know, make it to where if I want to go somewhere I can take more people, or if I want to take a road trip and go pick up a truck, I got my own rollback to do it with. So, and it's got dual tanks, which is great. And the rear end ratio in this, I was very, very surprised. This truck will do about 75, 76 miles an hour before the speed's cut out of it. Computer controlled speed cut out. It's still holding good RPMs at that point, so I'm pretty happy about that, but not too bad. Pretty nice truck. I'm pretty happy with it, so hopefully that'll be another project here, but again, not until we get some of the other ones cleared up. But I didn't want to pass that up because it's a crew cab, not exactly easy to find, and it's low miles. Usually if I find these, you know, they're going to be in the 280, 300,000 miles, and I really didn't want that. I was hoping to get it lower. Now, being it was low mileage, and it is rust free, I mean, it's a very, very clean body and frame here. You know, you got to pay a little bit more for that kind of stuff, I guess. But if I can get this bed and that crane sold off of it and recoup some money, then by the time I take the bed off the other truck, put it on this, I'll be in this truck, well, and doll it up the way I want, because I would certainly like some polished aluminum wheels front and back, and, you know, I wouldn't mind taking polished tanks on here. That'd be really nice. I think I can get 60-inch tanks underneath here. 28 by 60 or 24 by 60s would fit. So, anyways, at this point, it's a whole lot of talking and thinking, but I like the truck. This is the second international crew cab I have. I have another one. I'm gonna put a Western hauler bed on, but I gotta clear up some of this other work first. I gotta get my needs done before I get to my wants. You know, that's the problem. Is the dump truck is a need. I need that dump truck back together. The F-150, I need a truck to run around in. I don't necessarily have to have that right now, but I want it. So, anyways, that's the truck, guys. So look forward to that one in some future videos. But like I said, I'm not going to take it apart until I sell the crane and the utility body, because I want to be able to show somebody it works, just like I did for you guys. Show them how well it works and no leaks and all that good stuff. So, alright guys, if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave your comments down below.